Hey guys, how you doing? Coming here today from my home gym, just about ready to get into my workout, and I thought I would share one of my favorite dynamic stretches, activations, workouts to help you warm up, loosen your muscles, and improve your mobility, flexibility, and your strength. It's a great exercise to be able to do to get started before you work out and or anytime through the day to help you create that mobility that you need through the day. So if you don't know me, I'm Laura Turner, Doctor of Physical Therapy and Strength Coach, and I am the Cheer PT. So let's get started. We're going to start. First motion that you need to be able to do to incorporate this is an anterior and posterior pelvic tilt. So if you put your hands on your hips, you're going to feel the bones here in the front. That's called the ASIS. And then around to your back, that's the PSIS. And we're going to move those, and move your ASIS towards your toes, tipping your pelvis forward. And now lift the ASIS towards your belly button, backwards. So we're tipping forward and backwards. This is an anterior tilt and a posterior tilt. So that's the first motion that we need to work on. As you anterior tilt, you will feel your ribs and your sternum lift, and as you posterior tilt, you'll feel your ribs come down. This in cheerleading we call hollow position, and we get clean, which we want when we're stunting. And you also want, as you do any kind of jump, when your legs are up and forward, you will posterior tilt slightly, and your ribs will be down, your head will be up and looking at the crowd. So that's the first, because that incorporates into the actual stretch for your legs. As we start, you're going to start parallel. Space challenge here. So starting parallel, you're going to step back with your left foot, sit like you're sitting into a chair, lift your front toes, reach for your foot. You'll feel a nice stretch, length behind the back of the leg, and then come up. As you come forward, we're going to bend into the front knee, creating some work in through the front of the leg and the hip flexors. Again, you can reach just a little bit, which will get you nice work into the back of the top of the butt. So we're going to go back and forth. Sit and reach. Sit back and reach. Now, as you come back, you will posterior tilt. So take out the arch in the back. Get a little posterior tilt. It's going to change the stretch just a little bit. And then come forward. And this is a little bit more of an anterior tilt on the front leg. Now we can make that a little bit more dynamic by stepping to the side and coming forward. You'll get some adductor stretch. As you come to the side here, you're going to get a little bit more medial hamstring and adductor. So again, we're coming forward and back. If you want to get your core into it, you can give a little reach and rotation. You can do the same thing to the side, which will put a little bit more through your adductors. Or we can step forward and back. Reach and rotate. You'll notice that I'm not keeping my toes pointed as I do this. Yes, we want to point our toes in our jumps, but as you lift your foot, you'll get the whole back of the leg to stretch out and create some length there. In doing that, that's going to allow you to get some better motion in pointing the toes. So of course, we want to do the same thing on the opposite side. We're going to step straight back with the right leg, lift the toes, reach forward, bend the knee, and reach forward again. Sit back for length in the back of the leg, posterior tilt. As you step forward, you're creating some length in the quads and some shortening in the hip flexors, which is what you need to lift those legs. We're going to step diagonal. Lift, reach, and rotate. And as you're doing this, you can see your heart rate gets up, gets some nice blood flow going, helps to create that elasticity in your muscles. Step to the side. Lifting the arm. As you might notice a different sensation as you do this. By creating this motion, when doing these patterns, we are incorporating your whole body. And so you'll warm everything up and get ready for your jumps. We're gonna come forward. Actually, we're doing this leg, so we're gonna sit back and forward. This arm. Good. So as you're stretching your left leg, you're sitting back towards the right, make sure your toes are forward. You are reaching the left hand, and as you come forward, bending into the left knee, reaching your right arm across. Do the repetitions for what you want. You can do more, which will create a little bit of endurance in those muscles. These are great to loosen the muscles, mobilize the joints, which will help to get the muscles to contract better. It will take you through different ranges. It incorporates a whole body movement pattern, which will help you to incorporate that into your jumps. And just in everyday life when you're walking, it allows your feet to move in the 3 dimensions that they need, allows your body, your whole body from the foot up through your spine and your head to create that 3-directional movement. Try it out. Let me know what you think. And this is your dynamic stretch and activation to help improve some jumps. Take care.